4 white swords. My goodness, that would be a long refresh. Alright. Chuck came up first. Myria has the wood sword. Going right to 2. Chuck just got the sword. Exiting the cave. Are we good or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should be close. Looks like both of our runners are taking the 2 first route.
Looks like Myria's playing as the Zelda sprite.
Yes, and she did clear this with one of the tournament moderators and her opponent. You know, both gave her the okay. So this is the game as normal. The only difference is the sprite looks different.
Alright, so we have the original game text, but just a Zelda sprite.
Correct.
Alright, so both players heading towards level 2 here. We got Tiny Timer Chuck and nice big legible timer Myria. Myria getting in at 107. And Chuck gonna take a good old 110 entry. Myria's in a bit of a lead here. Tangles with some ropes. Has a different spawn when you go right first out of the sword cave there. Cleans up the ropes, grabs the key. Chuck taking the beams, finishes up his rope, gets the key. And Myria's got bombs already, so not gonna tangle with these Gorilla. Chuck also has bombs, but is tangling with Gorilla. Gets more bombs. Alright, players stopping to pick up money on the ground. Myria leaves behind 1 rupee, gets a 5er, up to 6 on the count. Beaming down Moldorm from the safety of the doorway. Chuck going in with bombs, a little more aggressive. Gets the bomb drop. Myria takes the 5 rupee. Alright, more beam rope tangling. Another 5 rupee drop. Myria is careful to pick it up, coming into the next room with 21 rupees at the Gorilla. Chuck with 13, but had 8 bombs. Gonna spend 1 here.
Yep. Chuck cleaning up the Gorillas very nicely with the bombs. Myria, unfortunately, taking a death.
No.
That is unfortunate. She was off to a monster start, and now has lost the lead. Chuck's gonna take this triangle at about 240, and Myria doesn't really have to tangle with any of these monsters. If she opts to, she can get some more change, like that 5 rupee that she left behind, but just kind of eager to finish this dungeon up.
Yep. And taking quite a bit of damage from the Gorillas again. Getting a heart off of one of the ropes.
Oh yeah. Moldorm is still dead. Little pause there, the sandy room. Another 5 rupee, and beam sword again. Won't work. Gets another 5er and leaves behind 6, so leaving 11 rupees behind. Tangle with these Gorilla this time. Doing their different spawn thing. Chuck taking the both 30 secrets and going into Heart Rock here.
Yep. Myria opting to take a trip across the room to pick up a clock for safety.
Is rewarded with all of the bombs. Going into Dodongo with 7. Feed him nice and slow. Come out with 8 bombs. Nice big red split, but does get through level 2 unscathed. 356.
Yep. Chuck, meanwhile, making his way up to the white sword, opting to leave the screen and re-enter to respawn that blue Lionel.
Safety counts. Don't want to take a death. Alright, we got a white sword at 412. Only down half a heart. And looks like Myria's gonna try and grab these 30 secrets underneath the noses of these blue moblin. Takes half a heart. Not too bad. Ooh, Chug getting surprise submarine maneuver from Tektite. Opting to try for the clip here, and then discard the idea and run across the Lost Hills here. Whatever this area underneath Death Mountain's called.
I
Gerudo
suggest
Valley.
the name Boulder Alley.
Boulder Alley.
Sounds good to me.
Favor concurs. Alright, Myria doubling back for 30 secret. Gonna go back for the 100. And we're on a blue dress route. See what Zelda looks like with the white dress on for good measure of this run.
Meanwhile, we've got Chuck starting his trek through level 1.
Yeah, gets the pirouette there and is going to go tangle with this Stalfos, which is actually a good idea since when you respawn the Lionel, you're going to get a weird spawn from the Stalfos north of the river. But if you go off to the right here, you just fix everything for yourself. So he's up a key. See what key he decides to ditch out on later in the run. Oh wow, gets all the rupees from the Stalfos here. Up to 86 already. Myria got her 100 secret and is trying to scroll back across the Lost Hill area. And going to pick up a candle. I think it's a fairy from a Tektite to bring that health back up to full. Chuck getting a bomb from the Guria.
Yep, I have been watching too closely, but there's a good possibility that that was a forced drop.
I was just about to ask you what your thoughts were on that. So he was very cautious and placed that bomb very deliberately. So I would assume that's a 10 kill forced bomb drop from the Guria. Give him the benefit of the doubt. There's always spray and pray. Just drop the bomb on the ground and realize that it could have been a bomb. 4 in 10 chance. Myria's going to the White Sword Cave now. Get to pick it up at 648. And 9/10.
Yep. And Chuck is just plowing his way through level 1.
Going to harvest Aquamentus's organs and then plant them for a bountiful new year. Gets a heart from Aquamentus, the most important organ. Decides to devour it and take a small heart refill with the Triforce here at just over 7 minutes 10 seconds.
Myria showing some good screen scrolling through Boulder Alley.
She was warming up with some screen scrolls without the sword, so feeling pretty warm, nice and loose, ready to teleport across Hyrule.
Yep. Chuck turning some levers into fairies.
Getting another fairy from an Octorok. This guy is one healthy guy.
Indeed, another heart drop.
So both players we're seeing do some excessive monster killing. Not sure what either one is after. I'm sure Myria would like a heart here and there, but Chuck appears to be hogging them, and he probably wants a couple more rupees. He's at 113. Gets the 10th kill and forces a 5 rupee off the last Octorok before returning to the start screen. Confident clip towards 3. Confident clip. Oh, nope. Not really happy with that positioning.
Low but confident.
There we go. Clip number 2, nice and easy. Gets into level 3 here at 819. Myria trying to avoid damage on these gels. Keeps it half health, 2.5 hearts here. Get to chase down the Stalfos who's holding a key. Chuck getting some extra money off these Zol.
She gets a free heart out of one of them. And a fairy. So she's back at full health.
And
looks like
she
Chuck's
also
up to...
gets bombs,
Wow.
So.
All of the loot. Any drop she could have been looking for, she got.
And she's at 140 rupees, so...
Yeah, so ahead of Chuck on everything but keys right now. Alright, so Chuck didn't skip this key. Still has the opportunity to skip one of the keys in this route. Takes a bot, but goes back to full health quickly. He's got 6 bombs. Myria doing the ladderless zigzag across the water in level 1, making her way to Aquamentus, which is just now 2 screens away.
Yep, Chuck picking up his raft at 9:25, making good time as he's heading towards Manhandla. Myria being a little bold there, walking flat against the wall, against the bottom of that room. Typically you want to walk half a tile up, that way you're not aggroing the wall masters.
Only down a single heart, gonna take a small refill, 10-minute try get, And then on her way to level 3.
Yep. Chuck entering Manhandla's room, 4 bombs. Takes off one of the stalks with the first bomb, whiffs the second one, takes off another 2 with his third bomb, and is opting just to try and sword down this last head.
And he gets it.
Yep, and gets a fairy drop, so he will not be having any health refill from this Triforce pickup.
What a great guy. Not wasting any time at all. Myria getting Bush Heart.
So, Chuck is trying to farm some rupees for the White Ring right now, I believe.
Oh, Chuck has 1 bomb.
Yeah, I think he's more looking for bombs entering level 4 rather than rupees.
Right.
I don't think Chuck is gonna take a blue ring. Didn't get the 100 secret from the northeastern world. I don't think.
No, I would suspect he's not on a blue ring route.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll see how that pays off in the later levels. Level 4 can be a little tricky without a ring. Already down heart and a half here. Myria going through level 3, down a heart, which is unfortunate when you can't beam your Zol in the next room here.
Yep. Looks like Chuck is trying to build up a count, gonna try to force a bomb.
Saber, are you ahead?
Sorry, I'll be behind next time.
Well, this way you can just gear up some awesome commentary and then drop it on us. We won't even know it was planned in advance.
And Myria's in 9.
Chuck taking a bit of damage from the Vyers and Keese in the NSU room. Cleaning up the likes fairly cleanly, has to dash across the room for that last Zol and come back to push the block. Myria picking up her raft, 12 minutes 33 seconds. Chuck making his way into the tea room of level 4 to do his ladder clip. Clears out the gels, lines it up, and takes a little bit of time, but he gets it first try.
Chuck doesn't need to take these rupees out of level 4's secret room here. Has 145. Ooh, gets a 5 rupee instead of a bomb from that Vire. I wonder if that's a terrible shock.
Myria takes down Manhandla. Little to no problem.
No bombs, though. Down to 2. 181 rupees. Gonna lose about 26 of these rupees getting the 100 secret in the blue ring.
Chuck leaving level 4 only 1 bomb. He is going to be doing his world wrap en route to level 5, so he will have an opportunity to kill quite a few enemies along the way if he chooses to farm for bombs.
Myria getting a 5 rupee off of Blue Moblin.
Realizing she has well over what she needs. But
ooh, get the
getting
bomb,
a
though.
Bomb drop. Yes.
What a great gal. Thank you, Blue Moblin.
Chuck struggling with a screen scroll over to do his shopping. Finally manages to get it.
Yeah, little mistakes like that will add up over the course of your run, and even though he's on a faster route, ringless, Myria is not making very many mistakes here. He had a gold split in 3. Myria is behind by a death in 2. Took late in Dungeon 2. Was able to make up the time a little bit. Now we have the devil in a blue dress. I mean Zelda in a blue dress. Very entertaining sprite for us to watch in this tournament. 5 rupees, 5 keys, 6 bombs. Not too bad of a way to enter level 4. Chuck has got the shopping done, but is really interested in getting a bomb, and does. The only cost of 2 hearts. Opting to clip over for the ladder heart on the top end of the green here, dismounting the ladder. Narrowly avoiding a Lionel there. Let's see how he tangles with this reverse cross the world clip.
Yeah, so you really want to make sure you've got this one lined up. Because if you don't, you are going to end up walking back into the Lost Woods, which takes quite a bit of time. Either you've got to exit out of the right side, walk around and do the clip from the north screen again, or you do the walk of shame going northwest southwest to clear the woods as the game developers intended.
Myria narrowly got the bomb off before taking some damage there, and then chasing out his final keys before breakfast.
Yeah. Hopefully that Keese gave her a good workout so she's able just to clean up breakfast nice and quick.
Yeah, not much protein in those keys, but likes look like they're just full of absolute meat and syrup and deliciousness.
Chuck getting another bomb drop off of an Octorok, so he will be going into level 5 with full bombs. It's a good position to be in.
17 rupees. Not bad. Done shopping. Myria making good use of that ladder. Gotta get over the NSU room. Going to attempt this T-room clip from the side. This is interesting. I'm not used to playing with the Zelda sprite, but she's able to get that clip across the right-hand side of the T-room and then bombs up. Gets all 10 rupees. Has a long way to go on money.
Chuck getting his block clip into the first basement of level 5 very cleanly. He was very cautious to make sure he didn't take any hits coming in, so he's likely hoping to get a bomb drop off of these blue dark nuts.
I wonder if we can see Lack Attack play with the Zelda sprite and get an even bigger world record.
Chuck not getting the bomb drop, but he did leave the Gibdo bomb, so when he goes back through that room, he will have 7 bombs.
That's enough for level 7. Let's come out with 1, so worst case scenario, run does not end. Myria down to 2 bombs, probably headed for these bombs and secrets on the way to level 5, in the outskirts of Hyrule.
Right, so she's gonna take 30 secret here north of start and likely use her last bomb on the south coast to get the heart from there. So she is gonna want some bomb drop before making her way into level 5.
She has some opportunities here. The woods over here are lush and full of bomb-dropping critters. There's the 10th enemy, so gonna burn this bush here for the last 100 secret available in the game. The next blue one is the chance for bomb. Nope. Drop. Got the heart, nothing, nothing heart pattern from the bomb droppers here. Switches to the candle. Has to opt to use the last bomb here, though.
Chuck is just barreling his way through level 5.
Try a somersault. Has 7 bombs still. Only down to 3.5 hearts. Good position here to fight Dig Dogger. No, places a bomb. Down to 6 now. Game could be over for Chuck.
Yep. is opting to bomb Sword the Dig Dogger, so he is set on the recorder already, so he can warp over to level 4 or 3, whichever one he's more comfortable leaving and making his way over to 7 with.
We should see a warp to 3 here. The shopping done. Like a vertical scroll up the Deadwoods to 7.
Indeed, that is what we're seeing.
Alright.
Myria's still trying to fish out some bombs on the coast, but still getting no luck on it.
Manages to get her shopping underway. It's just a meat short of finishing up the shopping list.
Yep. Chuck gets a bomb drop in the dead wood, so he will be entering 7 with all 8 bombs.
What a lucky guy. Myria was able to pick up a 4-pack. A 4-pack, a Michelob Light, and a potion to chase it with. Alright, Chuck down half a heart, get a tangle with some Myria. This room is everyone's favorite.
Yep.
3 keys, 2 bubbles, 3 Myria.
And he is opting to use the putt strategy, laying down a piece of bait to try and corral the gorillas into one area. Pays
Seemed to work out okay.
To the Dig Dogger.
He's beaming with class here, until now. Yeah, a lot of Myria on that top row. Boomerang's firing at any possible moment. Takes down 2 hearts, feeds the proper Myria. Grumbles is down. Myria executes a clip over to level 5. Down by about a whole dungeon and a half at the moment.
Chuck entering the basement at level 7 to pick up his candle. And gets the crotch stab, crotch sword. I can't say 2 words at the same time.
Apparently, Chuck made a pit stop at the crotch store to pick up a sword. Oh, got a little buffering action from Myria, so now I've fallen even further behind. Chuck is doing the tango with the blue Myria. Gotta go into Dig Dogger's room here. Gonna do a BRB strat. Not BSS like he did the last Dig Dogger. Rewarded with a single heart.
Myria, getting some health drops from the blue Darknuts in the recorder room, regains her beam sword she uses to help her mow down the last of the Darknuts.
Pretty good execution here. Safety.
Yep.
Great use of beams, gets an extra 2 or 3 hits, saves a little bit of time. Can pick up the recorder here at 23-10.
Yep. Chuck, having a little bit of trouble from the bubbles in that Wallmaster room, pulls out the bow to use arrow strats.
He has 17 rupees to spare, so arrows are fine to use at this moment.
Yep. Chuck using his last bomb to get into Aquamentus's room. He's gonna want to have at least 1 bomb going to level 6. Hopefully the whiz robes are nice enough to give him one.
Where did he manage to spend an extra bomb?
I'm not sure.
He missed a wall.
He missed a wall?
Yep, so he had to rebomb it.
Them bomb strats. Questionable at best. Clearing out of level 7, on his way to a magical sword, Chuck has got a pretty decent lead right here. He just has to continue to play cautiously and avoid high roll drivers in 9 and make it through some dastardly blue Darknuts in level 8. Fishing for bombs from the blue Moblin. Not gonna just rely on the Wizrobes.
Not getting any luck with that.
I think he was on the clock section of the blue, the bomb dropping group, and then he didn't get a clock either. Just got the heart rupee. Alright, Myria pickpockets the key out of this room and avoids collision with any of those 2 heart damage dealing dastardly demons, and is going to take the bottom route around the Gibdo into the Pold's Voice room, which is the ante-room to Dogger of level 5. Looks like we got another BRB strat. Oh, BRS.
Chuck opting to still try and farm some bombs off of the blue Lionels there outside of 6. And takes a hit for his trouble.
Counts 21-0. He could buy a 4-pack at this point. Probably. Oh, he gets the 4. Myria, tempted by the 5 rupees, steps down to grab them, steps in Tornado, which takes her right back to level 5. Gets to 4, gotta go buy some cheap meat for 60 rupees, but not before taking a quick detour back to level 4 across the raft here. It's always very frustrating when that happens.
Chuck coming out with Beam Sword. Moving on through level 6 pretty quickly.
Yeah. Dynamite run so far. He's actually back up in the green. No particular gold splits from Chuck, but looks like he's got a healthy PB in the works right here.
Room of no drops living up to his name. He does not get a bomb drop off of those Vyres.
What an unlucky guy. Ooh, veteran skills here. Knows to go into this final breakfast room and drop straight down, which was good because there was a wizard waiting for him. Does end up taking a bop, but preserves all but 2 health.
Yeah. Myria, sadly, getting bonked back by one of the Gorias, whiffs her bomb as she tries to go north.
Only has 5 left for the remainder of the dungeon, and you'd like to have at least 6 in. Final Fire also not dropping. Chuck's low on bombs.
Yep. 3 at the moment. He will have a couple opportunities to kill some enemies before entering level 8.
Myria decides to pay tribute to Dig Dogger. Doesn't quite lure him out of the door in time. Takes a 2-heart bop. An additional half-heart, walking up into a boomerang.
Chuck leaving level 6, giving his recorder a toot, taking him to level 2. A little safe, especially since he is in the green tunic.
Oh. Gets a little tunic touch from the lever, and then gets a bomb drop from the blue Octorok. What a guy.
Yeah, so he is sitting very well equipped for level 9.
Looks like Myria is pirouetting out of level 6.
Yeah, she
wants
forgot
something.
to go pick up her sword.
Well, I mean, it would have been an interesting strategy. You don't need the magical sword. It's not required, but it does make level.
Chuck getting the bomb off of the blue Lionel, so he drops one to open up the entrance of level 9 and picks up the drop, bringing him back up to 8.
Great deal. Myria's gonna have to deal with some really troublesome spawns from this point going forward. Already down a whole heart. And this is the key that Chuck decided to skip, was the one in level 9. Myria not able to make that decision, as the bare minimum number of keys. Gets a bomb drop off the wizard down in the corner. Second worst place that could have landed.
So with 7 bombs, likely we will see Chuck attempt to do this Patra skip. But with as far ahead as he is, don't know how comfortable he is with it. Takes 1 bop, so that puts him down 2 hearts for a total of 3.5 hearts missing. Ooh. Quickly dodges out of the way of some Wizrobe beams. Quite a few close calls there.
Yeah, that's a nail biter right there. That last Wizrobe just has to charge right at its face and put it out of its Wizrobe misery before it fires a 4-heart damaging beam. Myria working her way into the bombable grid room in 6. Gets a clock. Gets a beam to the face. And touches a Wizrobe. Down to 6 hearts. Patra 2A. Wow, that was a dynamite skip into the blocks there. Chuck is apparently handed his controller off to WhenChukAttacks, who will finish up this race for him. This guy is on fire right now. He's got the potion to back himself up, and he can just go ahead and get a PB at this point.
Yeah, and he's got 3 bombs to play with in this reverse C room.
He did play with them, alright, but now he's...
Yeah, oh, yeah, he's taken quite a few hits. Gets a heart drop, which will put him back up to 4.5 hearts. Having some trouble getting this block pushed in.
That bubble sure is a dick. Alright, Myria's remembers to get the last key out of level 6 here. It's going to go off to fight Goma. Silver Arrow get at 3343 for Chuck. Myria has the bomb, is able to zigzag over the Wizrobes and go into Goma's room. Gets the straight right Goma, which is unfortunate. Knocks it out, no problem. Got to take a healthy big refill at 3350.
Chuck nailing the reverse block clip, making his way into Patra 2B. Ooh, taking a hit, wisely deciding it's time to use one of his potions. Just charges through, takes another 2 hearts worth of damage, but is through that Patra.
Yeah, so Chuck well beyond the halfway point at level 9 here. Myria going across the overworld to go into level 2. To level 2 to get to level 8.
Indeed. Taking some time trying to farm a bomb drop.
That rupee's never encouraging.
Yeah, at this point I think, it'd be probably a wiser decision to go into level 8 and try to get a drop from one of the Dark Nuts or Gibdos, or even clearing that last staircase room before heading, towards Gleeok to get the room drop there. Chuck making his way into the final basement, level 9. Down half of his hearts.
Here's something you see Myria have a lot of practice with in randomizers. Blue Dark Nuts. Room full of traps. Something that only Fred could dream up in his wildest nightmares. Here in the standard version of the game. Keeps him corralled up and knocks out the Blue Dark Nuts. Myria is on to the second room of the prize. Ganon's about to start.
Yep, finishing up Patra 3, making his way into Ganon's room, gets the first hit, takes a fireball. In the stun lock, Ganon is down.
Alright, let's see if you can PB here. Looks like we're in the red.
Yep. A gold split 9, so maybe not a PB, but finishing with an IRC time at 36:13, and it looks like they improved their race personal best by over a minute, 1 minute 4 seconds. Congratulations, Chuck.
Good job,
Yeah, Chuck took it 8 seconds off his best 9. Just 3.2. It looks off of getting a PB there, so right on pace. Needed the potions, couldn't really opt those out, but very, very great performance at the end. He kind of just saw victory in his sights and just did a direct route for the end of the game here. Myria took a big hit doubling back for the magical sword, not realizing it until already in level 6. Makes it through level 8 with a little bit of a red split as well, but gonna start her level 9 run now.
She only has 1 bomb going into 9, so...
Maybe she'll delay that. No, just go ahead and whistle. 2 rupees shy of using the shop east of level 8. Strategy here. Aware of what's going on. No drop at all. can't really place your count if you don't know where you're at on the global drop counter. Dropping for it. Rocks give you a problem, but that time it was... Oh yeah, she's gonna... Yeah, get tangled with these blue Lionel, it looks. That heart is encouraging from the red Lionel, but no bomb drop from the blues.
Oh, she actually got one. Right before entrance of level 9.
Wow, just at the last possible moment.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. I thought she dropped her last bomb.
It was got a little bit of flicker there, but she was standing right on it, so... Well done, Myria. Getting the Myria bomb, as we tend to call it for level 5, pulls a Myria bomb off in level 9. Has to get this key that Chuck was able to skip. No problem, though. Only down 2 hearts.
Call that a Myria Cole? No. Feel free to boo.
Just hearing crickets coming through my line here. Didn't quite hear what you said. Looks like the like stayed paired up here.
I do see that we've got a Chuck in here in the room. Hi, welcome.
Win.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
There are some interesting... Yeah. That was a race PB for you.
Yeah, that felt really good overall. Had some hiccups, but had some good luck too.
Yeah, you were just on fire there in the end. Gold splits for both level 8 and 9. Yeah.
Those went about as well as I could have hoped for. Quick Dark Knight rooms, great Gliok fight in level 8.
Gliok almost gave you the welcome to Hyrule Fireball back through the bomb hole, but you negotiated that quite well and just polished him off.
After level 7, I was bombless and kind of frantically trying to get a bomb drop. Got lucky in the first room of 6 and got some, but after that, every time I needed a bomb drop, I got one, which is really lucky. Sometimes it just doesn't pan out.
Yeah, bombs do make or break runs, especially in races situations. You have the ability to force them. I think we saw you force one on the Gria back in level 1, but you're able to basically lead off the bombs that you had until the end of 7 there, and then you did take some time to kill those Moblin who weren't very generous.
No. The bomb drop in level 1 was a hopeful bomb drop. I'm still working on keeping an enemy count. It's tough to multitask like that, but the one that I did intend to force was in level 4. Dropped one on the what's his name? The slime guy.
Oh, the Zol there.
Yeah, and so that was my one intentional bomb drop.
Yeah, so a couple of things very interesting to note. I mean, you really want to talk about your level 9. I'm going to try and piece back together some other parts of your run. I'm going to just go right for it. You really, you shifted gears at some point in 9 after the first Patra, and you were like, I'm going to start going very fast. And you approached Patra 2 and clipped immediately into the diamond blocks. And then you were on a warpath in the reverse C, and you were met with some stubborn Wizrobes. What was going on in your mind right there? Were you just out for the PB? Were you out for blood, or is it how you just run 9?
Well, I was excited to get that block clip right off the bat in Patra 2. A lot of times, if I'm feeling cautious, I'll just stop and kill him just to be safer. But for some reason, I was feeling I had some momentum going into this run and just went for it. And then in the reverse C, I noticed I had 3 extra bombs, so I decided to be a little more aggressive and wasted one, just kind of tossed one up at the top of the room and missed everything, but didn't really get too bothered by that. And then the reverse block clip, which I've never attempted in a run, I've kind of played with it in practice, but I
really
just
came together for
went for that too. Got it first try. I thought, man, this was meant to happen, I guess.
I mean, that's your best 9 on record, right? You now have to PB against that.
That's right. Yeah, that is true.
Well, it shouldn't be too big a problem. I think you've been improving quite a lot. You've been taking a lot of practice, or are you kind of doing it here and there?
Lately, it's been here or there. Did a randomizer race the other night, just for fun, and but I haven't been grinding it as hard as I was when I was learning.
Mm-hmm. So Zelda's still relatively new for you, in the grand scheme of things.
Speedrunning it, yes. The game itself, not so much.
We got a 30-year-old game.
Yeah, I've had this cartridge of it since I don't know how old, probably 6 or 7. So I've played it a lot. It was always one of my favorite games, but this was the first time I really tried to learn speedrunning. So like all the tricks were brand new to me.
Yeah, you didn't need to use a whole lot of them. The block clip's important. It saves a lot of time in 5 and 9. And sorry, watching Myria here. She got her silver arrow at about 42 minutes. Then it's going to take the potion here in the trap room. When it comes to bombing stuff, though, I think you were making a very good move statistically on the Gria in 1. Since the Gria, you're bombing 2 at once. They have 3 possible bomb drops in their group, and you could have had a 10 count at that moment. So you basically had 2 chances at a 4 and 10 to get a bomb at that moment, which was it didn't end up working out for you.
Yeah, I thought I was close to a 10. I was just hoping they grouped together, so I went for it and it got lucky.
Yeah, you were a little bit cautious there. You made sure not to take any damage, laid the bomb down, and everything went right from that point forward. So it was good. Very, very well played, man. It was great to see someone, going gets their own splits and getting golds in races. That's just a huge thrill because you can't force a race. When you do attempts, you just got to go with what's going on, and you have a race PB. A few seconds off of an actual PB too. You're really, really close to getting your split PB there too. So
yeah,
great job again, man.
Sneaking up on the 35, but not yet. It's close though. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, just tangle with those moblins a little less overworld stabbing. You should be fine.
Getting screen scrolls a little faster, or maybe just attempting less of them. Either one. Yeah,
just knowing to hold them and when to fold them, I guess.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's next for Chuck?
What, tonight or just in general?
Well, both. I want to know where you're at the bracket and what are you racing right now? What are you attacking? I should say right now, not necessarily racing.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to say that Myria has finished her game and has an official race spot time, 45 minutes and 40 seconds.
Great time for Myria. A little red, but able to stick it out and finish a run. Very fantastic for Zelda, rescuing trapped.
Let's see. Next.
Hello.
Hello, Myria. Meow to you.
Hello.
Meow.
We got Chuck in here.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on finishing.
Oh yeah, Yeah, Chuck is a really good player, so I didn't expect to win. But, I gotta try.
Congratulations on finishing.
Oh yeah.
Chuck goes on to face Mr. Cab.
That should be a fun race. I know him pretty well.
Yeah, we were watching that orange whiz robe. Did you work up a 10 count there?
Yeah. I had to try and figure out how to make like a 10 count because I kept getting hit, and so I was really worried I wouldn't have that final bomb for that last room in the north part of the dungeon. And yeah, I just I realized, okay, I killed 3 whiz robes, killed 4 bats, and counted exactly how many likes I killed, not get hit, and then I went in there and bombed the red whiz robe and got it. I was like, oh my god, thank god.
So a huge technical play out of Myria, doing a little bit better than Chuck at counting from time to time, but not enough to take a win here. So we're sorry to see you double eliminated here. But we saw a gold split, and we saw you green up until level 7 there.
Yeah, oh my god, that was stupid mistake I made going into level 6. That was so bad. Going into level 6.
The small part of you want to try it without the magical sword, or is it
Oh
mandatory
yeah,
for
oh
you?
yeah. I can do it without the magical sword. It's just harder, you know. I could have done it. Like, I hate that dungeon.
Unfortunate brain fart there. It could cost you a little bit of time, but probably worth it to go back for it at that point.
Yeah,
probably a good choice there.
Well, it was a fun run. I mean, I was nervous the whole time, trying to get everything right so I'd actually finish the game, because I didn't want to embarrass myself. But oh my god, the death in 2 was horrible. Like, this boomerang suddenly smacked me.
You were in the lead up until that point. You were tearing ahead of Chuck, and then I guess maybe just a little too aggressive. Took a death and had to re-walk through 2. You just couldn't catch back up. But you did catch up to yourself, and you're able to gold split in 3, and then got a nice green split there out of 4. You were looking really solid, and I wouldn't say anywhere close to embarrassing yourself. So very good job if that was your goal.
Well, thank you. It was nice racing you, Chuck.
You as well.